What's up?
Okay, so what we're gonna do now.
What's up, man?
What
are you doing?
Now I'm here watching Brandon.
I'm about to get to work, man. What you doing? You being
call out
lazy?
some people real quick.
What you doing? Why you all dressed up?
Oh,
okay. What's this?
Let's see who's about to call out, man.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Hey, Queen, let's check it out.
You're excited to showcase a little bit. Any winter projects you have going on, it'd be a good time
Okay.
to kind of display those. So,
Oh, okay.
It's a cool idea.
Cool little idea.
turf therapy.
Turf therapy.
Want to see what you got going on?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's
You not gonna help me?
Gotta do it.
Man.
Have fun with that, bro.
What? This guy.
No, I'm not going outside, man.
Was that the deal?
Is all you.
I don't remember that.
This was the plan.
I don't
We
remember
got
that
the
part.
clone.
I know you guys have had a lot going on.
The plan
Okay.
was when I cloned myself, you would do all the work. So, go get to it. Fun.
Whatever, man.
This is bro.
All right.
Queen, say bye to him. Say bye to him.
What's up, guys? You like the new shoes? So I picked up those shoes from Cujo's Yardwear. Really comfortable. I've heard nothing but good things about these shoes. So I had to pick me up a pair when Jake the Lawn Kid had his 10% discount off that ran through President's Day actually as well. So I took advantage of that opportunity and got them on sale. And boy, did I make the right decision. Really happy I went with these shoes. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I have planned for the 2020 season. If this is your first time here at Turf Therapy with me, Rob, as you can see, I have a clone and he doesn't always want to cooperate, but that's no big deal. We're still going to get this done. Also, this channel is about your lawn care and garden care and about how you can benefit of being out on your lawn. I've been in the military for 14 years now, and I've dealt with an overwhelming amount of stress throughout my time in service. And it wasn't until I discovered this right here that finally gave me a way to kind of dull out all the noise, so to speak. And I know that there's civilians and other service members who struggled with stresses just like myself. So that's what Turf Therapy is about. Welcome to the show. Let's get it going. Our first project that I'm going to show you that I'm working on this year is my Poa Trivialis. Yes, we all have it, no big deal. Let's go to the back so I can show you what my plans are on getting rid of them this year in the 2020 season. Stay tuned. So if you haven't seen my video on my plans on getting rid of the Poa Trivialis when I marked all this off, I'll throw a link to that in the eye in the top right corner. But what I did was I came out here and I found all of my Poa Triv and I marked it out. So my plan is to first dethatch, right? So after I dethatch, I'll knock it down a little bit, then I'll come back and then I'll start hitting it with the glyphosate, cut out and then replaced with sod. That is my first project for 2020. Let's go to the second one, which involves worms. Yeah, worms. So if you're new to the channel, I recently learned all about vermicomposting, which is essentially worm castings, and that's just a fancy name for worm poop. But so I got real fascinated with it, right? When Joyce from my local extension office, which by the way, I do a lot of work with my local extension office. So again, if this is your first time here, hit that subscription button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I upload new videos, because it's really good for beginners to understand that you're not alone out there. And if you have an extension office that's within your county, you should definitely take advantage of the services and information that they're able to provide to you. Well, while I was there, Joyce, she showed me her worm garden, as she called it. And it was this product right here, Worm Factory 360, right? See in here, let me show you. We're already filled up to the brim. We'll go ahead and peel this back so you can check it out. But look at it, the worms, they're up here. Look at them, they're already up here. They're hanging out, they're having a good time, but look at that. I guess we'll mix it up while we're here, huh? So these are my red wigglers, right? And their job is to decompose, break stuff down. That's what they do. So we will be using this year in my third project that I'm about to show you in the house, and part of it was on the front porch you saw earlier. So this tool is pretty cool, especially if you only have a small space, and you can use these worm castings in many, many different applications, but we ourselves here at Turf Therapy, we're gonna do something special with it. And we're gonna get to that now. All right, guys, so coming up on my third and final project for the big 2020 season is this right here. This is one of them. This is my peach tree. I'm going to start an indoor-outdoor garden, right? So I got a peach tree right here. This limb broke off along the way, so I just threw it in this pot, and then look at that. I think I got a seed in here. I don't know what what kind of plant that was, what kind of seed that was. It looks like it might be lettuce, but I got a little seed in there, and she decided to come up. It got super leggy because, I mean, the sun's all the way over there, and you know, she's all the way down here, but that's cute, right? And we're already getting some green up action on the Chicago fig, which is pretty cool. Check that out. So we got 2 fruit trees, right? And then let me take you inside. I'm trying to feed the whole neighborhood. Hey, hi Queen. Hi Kaiser. Kaiser has to wear a diaper because he likes to pee on things. So we've decided to turn this into our indoor garden. So here in about 2 or 3 weeks, we're gonna have 2 garden beds in here that will be mobile. They will be on wheels. My guy, a good friend of mine, he does a lot of woodwork, and my wife, she's interested in getting into woodwork. So we figured she can work with him for a little while to make sure that she's really interested in doing woodwork before we commit to buying her all the tools for it. So they'll be 2.5 wide by 7 feet long on wheels flower beds. One's gonna go here, another one's gonna go here. I have some more lights coming in that will actually be on these levy systems where I can pull up and down the lights as well. So that'll be cool. And then we have the garden, right? Well, and then we have all our produce that we're working on. Let me just slide this out. See if it'll let me slide her out. Yeah. So most of this stuff has germinated already, well before it was time for it to germinate, but I'm cool with that. The lettuce, I got gourmet blend lettuce, and I actually messed up here, guys. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it is Turf Therapy on Instagram. That's it, at Turf Therapy on Instagram. Go check me out because I give you daily updates as to what the progress of these are going on. So if you want to follow along with someone who has no idea what they're doing and is completely winging indoor-outdoor gardening, follow this guy because I'm going to make mistakes, I'm going to fail, and I'm going to have successes all at the same time. So that wraps up on projects. Let me go show you my equipment so I can get you the heck out of my house. All right, here we go. DIY, guys. This is when I'm going to come through on my title. So here's your information. Okay, so here's my gear. And there's some and people ask me all the time, I'm starting to take care of my lawn for the first time this year. What gear should I get? What do I have to be successful? And the number one thing where you're going to want to spend the most money when you're looking at your budget and you don't want to go cheap is right here. This is where you don't want to go cheap at, guys. This is the tool that you must be comfortable with, because if you don't enjoy using your lawnmower, you're not going to make it. You're going to give up. You're going to quit. You're going to fall off. I guarantee it. So go ahead and put the good money into the lawnmower. Don't go buy a $400 backpack sprayer and then have a $200 lawnmower. That doesn't make sense. Another reason why I picked the Toro was because my dealer is Toro. So keep in mind, now if you're gonna go big and fancy, that's fine, but do make sure that you have a dealer that's near you that can actually service your equipment, because it's no good to have a Toro lawnmower if you don't have a Toro dealer service that mower for you. Moving on. The next thing you're definitely going to want to get is a spreader. Do you need a spreader this size? That's a great question to ask. This here right here is the EdgeGuard Deluxe spreader by Scott. I really like this spreader because it's dialed in, right? It's spring loaded. And then most of the things that you're gonna be buying from the DIY market, you gotta remember, is probably going to refer your bag rates to something like this, not a professional sprayer. So keep that in mind. For the products that you're going to be using, will they have your bag rate, or will that be another step that you have to figure out? A hand can here, right? Now, this is, if you're going to be doing any herbicide or any liquid fertilizer applications, you're going to need some type of sprayer. I do not recommend this for doing massive amount, anything more than 500 square feet as far as a blanket application. This little 2-gallon hand can right here is going to do nothing but upset you. I promise you. I tried it and it's not what you want. But what's really cool about this is once you upgrade to a backpack sprayer, you can now dedicate this solely to your herbicides like I do. And 1 gallon, 2 gallons usually gets you all you need when you're doing spot sprays, because we very rarely need to do blanket applications unless our lawn is just in that rough a condition. Taking you on to the backpack sprayer. You're gonna know the theme here with me, right? Ryobi, and then hydro dipping. Look at those. Let's just take a little break and admire that work right there. It was a fun video. If you haven't seen that video either, I'll throw a link to that in the eye in the top right corner as well. But you see me favoring Ryobi here, not because they're the biggest and the best on the market. I do think that they offer quality products, however, but I went with Ryobi because I was already bought into this program. I already had batteries that I could swap out and move around through my equipment. So financially, it just made sense for me to go ahead and commit. So for you, if you're a first year DIYer, again, you don't need the biggest and baddest backpack sprayer out there. Don't go below the budget on a backpack sprayer. But do keep in mind that if you already have Craftsman, Black & Decker, any other company, they most likely have a battery operated lineup for yard work. That's where a lot of companies are moving nowadays. So make sure you consider that when you're going to make your purchases. But this girl right here, for the value, for the purchase, she gets the job done. The only thing I really don't care for is the wand, but my good buddy, Kenny Cooper, he gave me a good tip, and I think I'm gonna give it a try. Put a pin in it. Okay, so right here is my blower. Do you need a blower getting started out? You absolutely do not need a blower, but I push the broom, guys. I'll show you right here. See these brooms? That's when I used to push the broom. I pushed it. I did it for a whole, I think like a month. And then I was like, I'm over it, okay? So just remember that something like this could give you time, right? It could let you, if you're just the person who wants to enjoy the mow, get on, get off, then get you an air blower. Do you need the most expensive one? No. Do you need one to properly size and fit for your lawn? Yes. So do that research and figure out what it's going to be. As far as this blower, I love it. If you have any questions about it, just ask me. I'll let you know. So I got the expanded attachments Ryobi lineup with the weed eater, which allows me to swap between different things. I'm gonna give me a stick edger this season as well. So that's going to be able to swap right here on this. But if I have to tell you one thing about this that I do not like, I don't like where this motor sits, because when I'm holding this, guess what happens? Right there, it gets hot, it gets super hot. Now since then, this model I think was the 2018 or 2019 lineup. Now they do have, I looked last night out of curiosity, and their new lineup actually makes the battery pack and that motor, it doesn't run parallel with the shaft, it actually runs vertical to the shaft. So that's perfect. They fixed it. Thank you, Ryobi, for fixing that, because I'm gonna tell you, don't get this one. So now, this is the last little tool that we have. And as you can see, it's a little dirty under here. And you're like, hey, Rob, what you been doing? You been dethatching? No, I haven't been dethatching, but I did give it a test run, and we'll throw that up on the screen right now. I don't have any more projects to show you, but I have one more thing to tell you about. It's a Fert calculator app. If you struggle with math, or let's say you're not interested in really doing the math or even learning the math, but you can understand the output of the math, This app allows you to say, I'm going to use 2404 Carbonex. I want to apply it at the rate of a quarter pound per thousand for 1,000 square feet. That app is going to then tell you what your application rate needs to be for that 1,000 square feet and exactly how much product you need to make that application work. Additionally, you can say presets in there for your different favorite products, whether it be liquid or granular, because we have both in that one app. It also will allow you to save those entries as applications. It'll save the date and all, down to the cost estimation. If you put it in there, it will give it to you. That is the new big update that's coming to the app. It should be hitting the Google Play stores. If you already have it, then it'll just be a seamless update for you. If you don't have it, you get it now. The update will happen. If you wait until I release it, that's fine as well. But the app's going to be a super powerful tool this year for a lot of people who don't do well with going back and writing and logging things down, or if you just want something that's easy all on your phone. We're in 2020. I shouldn't have to bounce back and forth between a whole bunch of different things. All right, so that's the app. It's called Turf Therapy. It is in the Google Play stores and it is in the Apple app stores for 99 cents. So with that, I need to end this whole thing by calling out 2 more people. The first person I'm gonna call out has, for some reason this season, has gotten more snow than me, and he's all the way down in Georgia. His name is Will, Chips and Guac. Go check him out. I wanna see what you got going on this year, Will. Let the people know, they wanna know. The second person I'm gonna call out, here's a hint. It's a secret, we have to whisper it. Nah, I'm joking. Okay, it's Justin. Justin from The Lawn Whisperer. We're gonna call out Justin because Justin also has some really cool things coming up this season as well that I'm gonna let him tell you all about, and I'm not gonna spoil it here. So thanks for tuning in for another episode of Turf Therapy, where we are healing lawns and souls. And I'll see you next time for your weekly dose of therapy with Rob.